welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you are new here. We are back today with this very big announcement that I have to make, that this save file that I've been showing you in the past few weeks, it's now out for you guys, and I am so thrilled about it. I'm so excited to show you what I've been working on and what I've been doing lately with my friend Boyana. We rebuilt the whole world of Willow Creek for you, and as you probably heard me before, this is an autumn themed save file and it's called Cozy Save File. And I am so happy about how this turned out, and I am really hoping that you will love it. So in case you didn't saw my sneak peeks and the news about this, we tried to do every single lot in Willow Creek, and I suggest you to check out Boyana's YouTube channel as well, so you can see how she worked on some lots here. And I will quickly give you a tour of everything. And yes, in case you somehow were bored with the build in Willow Creek, this is totally different. I believe I must say that I completely transformed this world so it doesn't look like you are used to. And we did different homes, and we wanted to make this world feel more alive and more lived in. And we kind of gave some touches to every neighborhood. And as you can see, we have the same community area in this side where we have the community gym and pool. So this lot is actually placed as a pool here, but it's also working as a gym, and it's also kid friendly, and it's such a good spot to do and have activities. And next to that we have the Willow Creek restaurant, which Boyana built. And in fact, every build in this neighborhood is made by her, and they are all amazing. And in this side we have apartments and bookstore, which actually work as a library, but in fact you can actually make this as a residential rental, and you can actually live in this building if you'd like to, but then you won't have a library. But it's totally up to you. And then we have here the cafe. So I think this is my favorite neighborhood. Even though I didn't work on the builds, I did place a lot of work around the lots, because I placed some extra details around every lot in every neighborhood with the tool mod to make it feel more alive and more casual and realistic. And I really hope that you like it. And we did the same thing also for the park here. We have a very nice area that surrounds this park. And then we have these 4 neighborhoods that are for living, and we only have homes to live in. So this is the more suburban area. These 2 neighborhoods are very suburban, very family oriented, very cozy, and just lived in. I can assure you this is the vibe that you will get from this pack, that everyone who lives here has a very chill and cozy life with kids and work and responsibilities. And I'm totally obsessed with everything that we did here. And in this neighborhood we have the more Victorian area. It's kind of a more expensive neighborhood, even though the houses here also cost a lot. If you ask me, they are very expensive, but this one is more elegant and fancy, and somehow, let's say, gothic or dark academia because of these Victorian builds here, and this is the modern neighborhood. I mean, we didn't know what we should place in these two lots, which are very big, and I built this black modern mansion, and Boyana built this one here, which has very light tones and it's a very contemporary build. So I think we should dive into it. And I must say that no one lives in this safe file except for the Ladd family who is here, and I made this Sims. And yes, in my game right now, the baby is a toddler now, which in your save probably will be an infant, which was so cute. I really had a lot of fun making this family, and this is a single mom who stays at home with the kids, but recently she got into the culinary career, and she inherited this beautiful suburban house from her parents who unfortunately passed away. So that's how I imagine the storyline. And other than that, the world is actually not lived by anyone, just because we thought it's good for you to have empty homes where you can place your families, because I believe people really have, like, let's say, I don't know, their own families that split at one point, and you have grandparents and you have kids and nephews and brothers and sisters who probably move once you grow old and your family tree becomes like very, very big. And I imagine that's how you can fill up your homes. And I must say that this save file is a work in progress. Probably I will work more on the families and maybe add some worlds that we will renovate, but we will see about that. So this is the suburban house that here we have Stacy Ladd who's living, and I believe she just got from work. And as you can see, everything is yellow and red, and the trees are, I don't know, it's just giving me such good vibes. And probably she will have to cook dinner because she has kids and also needs to take care of them, even though she has now a job. And yes, she's in level 6 of the cooking skill and level 2 on gourmet cooking skill. So I played a little bit with her skills, and also she needs to sleep, and she has a bad hygiene. I'm sorry for this, but I believe this is how the game is for everyone who enters a family, because everything goes somehow wrong. And yes, this is the nursery, which I should adjust for a toddler, because as I said, this was an infant, and probably I will make him play a little bit so I can show you the surroundings. And yes, as I said, this is the more industrial, let's say, family oriented and chill neighborhood, not so expensive. And as you can see, the world, it's kind of transformed. I really, really, really love how I placed all the cars and all the bushes and plant boxes here. And I believe the weather now is just perfect. We have leaves falling off the trees, and I just love this so much. And I will show you what other stuff I placed around the lots besides this very classic benches and mailboxes and lightning. And yes, we have stinky leaves here. That was not supposed to be here, but we can get rid of that if we want to. So we have here, just for aesthetic, a little garden area, even though it's not so playable. These are debug stuff, but we have this garden area where you can chill and maybe go fishing. And let's ignore that because it's ruining our vibe now, if you ask me. And we have this home here, which is a starter house. If you want to play on budget, this is the only starter house that we have in the game. And I really think it's good to have a starter house for those who want to play on budget with a new family. So yes, very suburban, let's say a little bit craftsman's houses in here. And yes, I am totally obsessed with the look of this neighborhood from top. And my favorite part of this neighborhood is actually the garden that we have here, and who is playable and looks kind of different than you used to. I added this gazebo and this apple juice store where you can have a vendor. Probably he will come by himself at some point. I'm sure of that because I've seen a vendor here at some point. And yes, I added some fences and little details to these bushes here, and I really love how this is looking. It just gives you some much more good vibes, like people actually live and do activities here. So this will be the first neighborhood. Look at this sunset, look how beautiful this is. I am in love with the colors of autumn, guys. Do you love autumn as much as I do? It's just, I can't. I just can't. I said that my favorite neighborhood it's the community lots one, but I love this one as well. It's so hard for me to choose. Yes, everyone is walking around, and yes, I really think maybe if you have some energy left, we could visit the park with your kids now. Okay, so the park here it's made by Boyana and it's amazing. It fits so well with the surroundings and gives so good vibes. And yes, we have some items removed just because Boyana used some packs that I don't own, and somehow if you do not own some packs from this save file, I believe that you will have some missing items, but I believe it's okay because as you can see, nothing really like changed so much for me here. And yes, this is a cloudy weather. As you can see, I skipped time a bit because it was night, and probably I will make a little bit cloudy and windy outside. And if you don't know what mod I'm using right now, it's called UI cheats, and it's very helpful if you want to change the weather and time and almost everything, even needs and skills. But you don't need any mod, guys, for this save file, and you don't need absolutely anything other than all the packs, which unfortunately I don't even have. But I did this save with Boyana, who has them all, and I don't think a lot of objects will miss from your game if you choose to download it, even though you don't have all the packs. So before me showing you this park, I want to show you how you enter this neighborhood. And how you can see we have some buildings here that weren't here in the past, and I placed them with the tool mod. And no, you don't need the tool mod in your game to have all the changes that I made. I tried to not add too many things, guys, because I know that the game can be laggy if you have a lot of things, and it's all about the computer specifications and game requirements that make your game work better or worse. So I tried not to add a lot of stuff. I mean, there are some things around the place, but I don't think this is like not functional for you. Just look at this view here with the leaves falling off the trees. And yes, this is the front view of the park and the entry, and we have vending machines and playground for the kids. And also in this side we have some extra buildings that I placed. They are not functional, they are here just for aesthetic, but I just think they give such good like vibes to this place, and it's not a park that is surrounded by woods. And we also have some, let's say, community spots, but we can do actually something there. And my main favorite part of this, it's the playground, is the carnival area, which is here by the lake, by the river, and I am totally in love with this. You can already see we have the wheel that's spinning, and you can enter here and have activities with your sims. I am in love with this area that I placed. This was an empty ground here. All you could do here was fishing, but now you can do a lot of stuff, and you can actually spin the wheel if you want, ride the Ferris wheel. You can do that. We can have barbecues. We can hang with our friends here. We can even watch TV on this. And I feel it's so much more realistic. I don't know. Even though this wheel doesn't belong to Willow Creek, I am totally in love with it. Everything is just so much more alive, if you ask me. And yes, we have in the park basketball court, a lot of a playground for the kids. We have this skating thing, and I believe it's just such a chill spot to even have, I don't know, dates or have your sim here. It's just so much like more realistic. And yes, I am totally in love with this area as well. And I believe now we will go in the second neighborhood here where the Pancakes family lives, but I removed them from your save. I've just placed them there so I can go in live mode and show you the aesthetic of autumn in the neighborhood. So yes, I am totally obsessed as well of this neighborhood, and I believe I will make windy again. So this again, it's very suburban, and as you can see, it's kind of different than this neighborhood looks, right? Because again, I added this lighthouse on the lake here and this pond, which of course, yes, this is not functional. It's just for aesthetic, but I believe it gives so much more realism, and I just love this. I just love this. Just imagine coming here and driving with your car on this view. I would love to live in real life in a neighborhood like this. Like, really, this is just amazing. I am obsessed, really. And I believe my obsession with this save is just because it's autumn, because the leaves are everywhere on the ground, and because the trees are colorful. And I must say that this save is also friendly with all seasons, not only autumn, because we thought, realistically speaking, seasons change all the time, even though you have 7 days or 14 days or 28 days of a season in The Sims. But we thought to make the family homes fitting for all the vibes, for all the seasons, so we don't have a lot of pumpkins or spooky seasons decorations and stuff like that, just because I thought it's more suitable to do it this way. And this was actually Boyana's idea, which I so much agree with, and I believe it's so much more cool to have the homes suitable for every season. So if winter comes, you don't have to remove pumpkins or spooky decorations and stuff like that. So no house in this neighborhood is occupied, and I really believe, I don't know, I love the view so much. And as you can see, also here I added some activities. We have here this tree house that we can build actually, and we have a swing set, and we have a fire that we can lit, and I don't know, bridges and boats, even though they didn't belong here at first. But my main area would be this one here, guys, because as you can see, I added a ton of fairy lights. I love lights everywhere in this game. Lights are just everything for me. Just see how how chill everything is here. I would love to stay in this park for good, to have a coffee and to spend some time with my friends or with the family. Yes, a lot of lights everywhere. I bet this looks amazing also during night time. So let's make it night right now. Okay, yes, this is what I'm telling about. The lights here are everything, and now it's cloudy outside and we don't have so much light, but you got the idea. I totally am obsessed with this. And now I believe it's time to go in the Victorian neighborhood, which I love so much, believe me. The builds there are just unbelievable. I only built one house here, this one where the gods were, and these ones are by Boyana. But I forgot to mention that these houses here are made by myself, and these three homes here, Boyana did these two, and as I said, this black one is also mine, and this gothic house that we're gonna visit now with the goth family. And I am totally obsessed. If you wanna have your townies that you all love so much, you can just take them from the gallery and move them. And yes, I still think it was a good idea to not have people living, so you can do whatever you want and not be like stopped by other people that live there, to add somebody else in the house that you wanna live in. So as you can see, we are in this very Victorian, and I believe, oh my god, I believe that the rain now it's so perfect for this gothic aesthetic. And yes, I believe this is also a very very nice neighborhood, even though it's cloudy at this time and we have a light rain. And yes, cars all around the place, mailboxes. We have an upgraded kid area here, and it's so much more filled. This was empty, guys. We didn't have this well here, we didn't got plant boxes, we actually didn't had anything, and everything here is actually playable. As you can see, we can purchase like seeds and plant them if you want. We have plant boxes, chess tables, we have some bikes that probably you can steal if you want. They are not anyone's, but they are just like some extra detailing to the surroundings, and a swing set. And I love so much, again, my beautiful lights which I'm obsessed with. And yes, we also have a nice area here with a gazebo. And yes, this is so nice. This house that I built, it's very dark, a brick house. It has an office. So I'm showing you this so you can picture how the homes in these save files are in the interior. We have personality in every single room. We have a lot of clutter, let's say, but everything is functional. I made sure like the houses are playable, and I believe it's time for us to go to the community lots area, which is my favorite, as I said at the beginning. So let's travel with Motima. Yes, this is the cafe and this is the street, and probably I need to make this sunny. Yes, I believe I will make probably sun shower. So yes, we have again a street deco, a lot of cars around the place. We have a bus station here with a lot of cabs that are waiting force seems to go home, and some extra buildings here, again not functional, but they are just like so much more like fitting with the vibe of this surroundings, if you ask me. And yes, this is the public pool that I was telling you about. This it's very very modern, let's say. It's not so traditional as you were used with the community lots in this area. And we have here the restaurant, which it's missing some things, as I told you, because I do not have the dine out pack. And yes, this is the library. I just love all the builds so much. And this is the cafe, the garden cafe. So let me show the work I did around the lots. So as I mentioned, here we have these buildings that are placed with tool mod, and we have here a soccer field which is not functional, unfortunately. It's just for aesthetic, if you will ask me. So in this area we have the, let's say, the Times Square of Willow Creek. Not sure if this is the name, but we have a fountain and some tiny shops here, and also a vending machine, which actually this time has a vendor, and we should burn this. And also, as you can see, everything is changed in this lake area because I added some ducks on the water, and also I added this lighthouse and this bridge. It's just, this is so much more realistic, if you will ask me. I am totally obsessed with this view here, and activities as well. We have fire pit, we have a place where you can suntan, we have place to barbecue. And yes, I just love everything so much. Even this bench area here is just like so well done, and it gives like so much more realism to the place. And as you probably know, I'm obsessed with plants, so that means I also did a community garden in this area, and it's just so beautiful. We have plants here that we can harvest, and everything is just so filled with activities. And this is the kids spot. We have again a tree house that I built already. And my favorite part here, it's this little, let's call it island. I know it's not an island, but we have stuff to do here. We have a tent where we can sleep. We have a blanket where we can have a picnic. Okay, let's set up a picnic, not do something else on this blanket. Yes, as I said, you can do so many things around the place, and it's just nice to have some extra stuff to do when you go off your house. And I think I want to make it noon, just because the light is better, so you can see the surroundings. And we have boats here. Unfortunately, they are not playable. And we also have dog equipment, and if you have a pet, you can easily train the dog here. And another blanket that you can use. And yes, I really think it's so much more alive, and you have so many things to do. You can even light a fire here, and we can do that right now. Come on, just light the fire. Why won't you? Okay, now we can warm and roast. Oh, marshmallows, that sounds good. Perfect for autumn season. Yes, so this is the neighborhood with the community lots. This is very, I don't know, it's so much filled in with a lot of things, and I am obsessed. Let me know what you think of this neighborhood and which one is your favorite, because I don't know, I really feel like this is very realistic, if you ask me. And I am so eager to do more, and I don't know what world will come up next, but I can assure you that we will be working on this save file and make it big. And I believe I only have one more neighborhood to show you guys, and I think this is the longest video that I ever made, and I hope that you will enjoy, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. So now I'm gonna show you the build that I recently built, and we have a split build for this one. It's on my YouTube channel, and you can see how I build it. And this is modern, so for modern people around here, this is the house that it's for you, because you know me and probably heard me before. I'm not so into like modern builds, but somehow I nailed this one. I am so obsessed with it. And this one, it's the build that Boyana did, and it's amazing. They work so good together here. Like, just can you see how the contrast, it's so good. And I just love both of them. Have a very huge pool, and this house actually has 2 rooms for kids. I believe one is for a baby and one is for a teen, and a master bedroom. But of course you can add more if you'd like to renovate. But I can assure you that in this save file you will have homes for as many sims as you wish, as many bedrooms as you would like the houses to have. So yes, I really am happy that you were here with me today, guys. I will leave the link to download the save file in the description down below. Let me know what you think of the builds. Let me know what you think about the objects that I placed offload. What vibes gives you this save? And I cannot wait to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. I am so happy that I get the chance to do this for you, for the people who are looking for saves to play in, and I cannot wait to do more for you guys. And yes, I will leave you with a very, very smooth and cozy tour of the save file, and I hope that you will love it, because I do so much. I do love this save so much. And yes, until the next time, I really wish that you will have a very good day, and I'm sending you a lot of hugs. Bye everybody.